The ultimate aim of the ego is not to see something, but to be something. The individual has to work out his own salvation. Be aware of your own worth. Use all of your power to achieve it. I searched for God and found only myself. I searched for myself and found only God. The strength of character does not lie in the absence of temptation, but in the ability to resist it. Yourself is your friend, and yourself is your foe. The universe is the imagination of God. He has placed a reflection of his own self in each particle. Knowledge is a shield. Truthfulness is a spear. I have 1,000 visions, and all of them are of you. With love, you should be able to conquer the world. Nations are born in the hearts of poets. They prosper and die in the hands of politicians. Man is a hidden treasure, so say the wise, and I found this treasure hidden in myself. The path of love is the best path. Let the heart be the guide in the end. The intellect of man is a reflection of the divine intellect. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. When love has been perfected, it knows no difference between a human and a divine being. Rise above sectional interests and private ambitions. Pass from matter to spirit. Whosoever is not kind to creation, God, will not be kind to him. A true lover is proved such by his pain of heart. No sickness is there like sickness of heart. The only lasting truth is change. Think 1,000 times before taking a decision, but after taking a decision, never turn back, even if you get 1,000 difficulties. A man's behavior is the index of his mind. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Courage is the strength of the soul. Do not ask for a lighter burden, but for broader shoulders. He who seeks rest finds boredom. He who seeks work finds rest. The secret of Islam lies in its acknowledgement of the perfect personality of man. The Quran is the best philosophy. The world has reached such a stage that, if we do not resort to guidance from the East, it will be difficult to save humanity. The beauty of the rose and the thorns are the same thing. The mosque was built by the God to worship him, not for merchants. Art, in its finest creations, is a reflection of the divine artist. I am a poet. I neither sing the praises of any ruler, nor am I concerned with the kings of this age. No nation can rise to the height of glory unless your women are side by side with you. Life is a struggle, and not a matter of complacency. In the world's audience hall, the simple blade of grass sits on the same carpet with the sunbeams and the stars of midnight. Love is an endless act of forgiveness. Forgiveness is an endless act of love. When the will defies fear, when duty throws the gauntlet down to fate, when honor scorns to compromise with death, that is heroism. Lovers are busy in seeking union, but there is union in separation. Self-knowledge is the first step to the knowledge of God. A man's stature depends upon his self-expression in thought and action. The most complete gift of God is a life based on knowledge. Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. Let the hearts of all believers be filled with the tranquility of peace and the joy of hope. The dignity of man is based on his capacity for self-perfection. The true purpose of knowledge is character building. For a worthy goal, a struggle is a blessing. Love is the only reality, and it is not a mere sentiment. It is the ultimate truth that lies at the heart of creation. Knowledge without wisdom is a load of books on the back of an ass. Man is the architect of his own destiny. Those who cannot love, cannot give. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. The first step in the acquisition of wisdom is silence, the second listening, the third memory, the fourth practice, the fifth teaching others. Life is a continuous adjustment of internal relations to external relations. A nation that does not value its literature can never prosper. The soul does not reside in space or time. To be a knower, you must become a seeker. We should have a clear concept of the aim of life and the final end toward which all human efforts are directed. Dreams are not those which are seen during sleep. Dreams are those which don't let you sleep. I searched for a heart, but it had no sign. I searched for God, but he eluded me. A philosopher's mind is the mind of a child, inquiring into the how and why of things. Man's value is in his soul, and not in his physical body or material wealth. Ego is the root of all selfishness and is responsible for the destruction of humanity. The best deed of a great man is to forgive and forget. Live like a tree, give shelter and nourishment to all who come seeking. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it, not for themselves. Real change is brought about by action, not words. Faith is an act of a higher virtue than courage. Hope is an invitation to work in a spirit of faith. Do not be a slave to others when Allah has created you free. Desires are as the flame of a burning fire. It consumes a person. Humanity is the purpose of religion. The real greatness of man lies in securing the happiness of others. Happiness and sorrow are the two sides of the same coin.